you can go ahead and have a look at the screen now, where I have 4 piles for you, and you can choose from these 4 options. Pile number 1, I have the sign of Capricorn. Pile number 2, I have the sign of Sagittarius. Pile number 3, I have the sign of Virgo. And pile number 4, I have the sign of Aries. So it doesn't matter if this is your sun sign. What you want to look for is where the sign falls in your natal chart, which house, and you will be able to understand better where it applies to your personal life. Alright guys, we're going to get straight into this video. I will see you, and you can go ahead and scroll down to the timestamps below, and I will see you at your reading. Alright, hello, pile number 1, those of you who chose Capricorn. This card says perceive success. So once again, whether or not you are a Capricorn, or if you have any planets in Capricorn, everybody has all 12 signs in their natal chart. So pay attention to which house Capricorn falls in, and that will help you to apply this sign to your personal life. Okay, so we're going to find out what are your hidden talents. I'm going to start off with my bag of just different areas of life that I have in here. I'm just going to pull out a few of these. So Spirit, let's get some insight. What is pile number 1's hidden talent? Okay, so I see health issues, sickness, medicine, holistic, and prescriptions. Okay, and then we have hopes and dreams for the future, daydreams and aspirations, long-term goals, your sacred space, motherhood, providing a safe home for healing. Okay, so you guys are healers. First of all, I'm seeing that you guys are someone that is you guys care a lot about other people, or you know, those who are experiencing a sort of suffering about maybe a specific illness, something that maybe you relate to, or even just, you know, certain illness, whether that's like mental health, physical health, something that you guys can understand to an extent. And I'm seeing that you guys maybe have, maybe even from a young age, had a vision of, you know, creating a future where you would be in a position of being able to take care of others and to nurture them. So for some of you, that's like the dream of being a medical professional, a doctor, a nurse, a healer. And others of you, I am also seeing that you make amazing parents, and that when the time comes for those of you to become a parent, because I am getting a specific message that some of you watching this pile are meant to be parents someday, that you are going to be a very nurturing parent, someone that takes care of your family and your children's health to the fullest extent. I see that you guys do very well providing for other people's needs. Okay, so we have this energy of electricity, and this card says wildness. Interesting. So you guys have a very electric personality, and in the sense that you are able to shock people, you inspire people, you invigorate them, as is what I'm seeing. And also I just see that you get stimulated from different problems and things where you have to find creative solutions. I'm seeing that you enjoy finding solutions. I think that's also the message I was getting when I was at the beginning, is that it's like I see that you guys are maybe holistic healers. You maybe would be a great prescriber for medications for people, or even like, you know, different areas of healing, and it's something that invigorates you, is to be able to come up with a solution, especially to like other people's problems or even your own. Very inventive, very creative in your mind. Okay, so I want to see, let's see what this card says. Embrace your wildness. Break free of your self-imposed constraints. Take immediate action. There's no need for further consideration of your problem. You contain the spark of the divine, so there is no reason to feel lesser. Confront the issue head on. So yeah, so maybe some of you guys have been having, maybe you have been dealing with some health issues recently for some of you, and maybe some of you have. See, like what's kind of coming to me right now is that, like for example, me personally, I have a physical health condition that I basically had already figured out before any doctors had confirmed it for me. And it's hard to try and go confront someone with the information that you have, because but the thing is, like, Spirit is also letting you know that this is probably why it's hidden from you, because it stems from your experience with your own health issues. In the sense that maybe you guys are good at figuring things out about yourself. You can, you know, you're not like, you're not going to, if you were to, like, let's say Google this illness and all of the worst case scenarios kind of thing, you guys don't necessarily, you don't get lost in that, you don't get fooled by it. You're able to cancel out the stuff that doesn't actually apply to you, and to figure out like what the actual root cause is, what the situation is. Like, you're very insightful in that way. I'm getting like strong Shravana vibes from Capricorn, which is like the middle of Capricorn, like 10 degrees to 23 degrees in 20 minutes. So yeah, this is why it's hidden from you. But Spirit is saying that this ability that you have is something that makes you very brilliant. Like, you guys would be like among the top best doctors like in your country, is what I'm hearing. If like you ever pursued, like, you know, specifically the health field or whatever field that you pursue involving you, like yeah, I'm especially seeing that in the realms of medicine, holistic, prescription wise. Yeah, and I think that's awesome, actually. I think Spirit does want you guys to explore this. One second. Alright, so let's see what else comes through for you guys, Spirit. What is Calendar One's hidden talent? So we have Earth. Learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Sorry if you can see my hand shaking. I get hand tremors. See, that's just one of my own personal health issues coming through. But yeah, it says of the world, but in the world, but not of it. So this is talking about you being someone that's very different. Okay, you're very different from the people around you, and this is about you learning how to be a human despite that fact. Because, you know, I think that this card is talking about how we at times feel like we want to, like, we try to control how our human experience plays itself out. Sometimes we feel like we need to go about certain life paths or careers or a way of doing this according to, like, the standards of society or what our family wants for us. And this is a strong message from Spirit saying that you're actually way more unique than you have been acknowledging, and that you have this hidden talent of being able to solve problems like really quickly. You guys are able to like electricity, like, you know how the speed of lightning hits before you even hear it. It's like you guys are way quicker than a lot of the people around you. But I'm seeing like maybe some of you guys have been like slowing yourselves down from like pursuing that path because you have been struggling to perceive yourself as successful. But yeah, Spirit is wanting you to see how unique and individualistic you actually are, but also to understand the impact that you have, especially when it comes to nurturing others and yourself, your own sacred space. Alright, and then we have Jump In, Andromedan, I might be saying that wrong, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Yeah, Spirit saying go for it. Go ahead and take a leap of faith, especially if it comes to like a profession or like I said at the beginning about going to talk to like a professional about a health concern that you have been dealing with. Spirit is saying to go ahead and you know, say yes to change. It seems like maybe some of you guys have not been realizing your potential in this area of you know, solving a lot of complex problems for yourself and for others. And Spirit is saying that it's time for you to like wake up to this inner calling within you that wants you to go in this direction, because you know, this is where you are the most gifted, but also as your purpose here as a star seed, you have also come here to expand, you know, and help grow this energy in this direction. Like, there's just something here that only you can do, and Spirit is telling you to jump in and to be excited about it, for this new adventure for yourself. Okay. Yeah, so for the tarot, I have the Queen of Wands, and I have the Four of Pentacles, and I have the Tower in the reverse. So yeah, I am seeing strongly here a lot of how these energies are, you know, how they're like looking away from each other. One of them is a lot more expressive. She's like, I know my power, I can create and manifest anything I want, girl, you know. And then on the other side, she is kind of keeping herself closed off. She's just like, I don't want to try and get involved. I don't want to risk losing what I have. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. Spirit is pointing out that maybe some of you guys have been in a bit of a stubborn energy, especially when it comes to your own personal power, your ability to manifest. Okay, that is significant. But you know what you would be manifesting, for one, like I said, I am seeing like, and it doesn't have to be specifically like being a doctor or prescriber. You know, these are just some of the things coming out for this pile. But whatever you choose in the realm of healing, okay, I'm seeing you being very successful. Spirit is saying that you're going to have to let go of some things if you're going to pursue this path, though. You can't, you know, expect to hold on to, for example, one job and for the long term, and then have this other, especially like if it's, you know, and it's just yeah. It's Spirit's just kind of getting a little bit frustrated, saying like, listen, you want this, you know, you have not really been letting yourself have this because of, like I said, this fear of losing what you already have. And Spirit's like, but you like, can't you see how much potential, how much happiness this would bring you? But it's fine, you know, this is why it was hidden from you, because, you know, once again, it does stem from your own experience with the things that you've been through, and therefore it makes sense that you don't want to risk putting yourself out there because you could lose something. And, you know, that's an understandable fear. But with the Tower card, you know, this is about the Tower card. And another thing about electricity and lightning, yeah, is about radical change. Okay, so another card for change. You need to say yes to change, okay, because you have been blocked off from it. And the Tower card in the reverse is trying to help you break down like your perspectives or how you have been looking at the world. Maybe you have already seen signs and synchronicities for a while, and you might have been, you know, and also, like, you know, when we're downloading information and getting these crazy insights, it comes to us like in a split second, you know, before, like, almost before you even have that chance to hear it. That's why a lot of teachers say that it's important to write down your premonitions. But sometimes we hear those premonitions and we see it and we understand how incredible it could be, but then we're just like, nah, that could never be me, you know. And sometimes we just like don't listen to it, and we continue clinging on to something of a foundation that's not actually very stable for us in the first place. So I'm seeing that Spirit really wants to urge you guys to explore this about yourself and ask yourself, you know, what you are good at. But also, like, I'm seeing some of you guys need to have a conversation with someone. That is a specific message coming through for some of you. So make sure you have that conversation. It's going to be worth it. Okay? Alright, so then we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles reverse. Yeah. This is definitely coming in as an opportunity from Spirit. Something that could actually absolutely grow, and you know, you could plant this seed of opportunity into something like long lasting. You are a star seed, okay? This is like saying that this is your seed, this hidden talent that you have. This is part of what you came here to plant in this world, and to help it to grow and to continue living for generations. And I understand that with this Nine of Wands, that feels like a lot of pressure. I get it. It is a lot of pressure. Starseeds didn't come here with an easy life, you know. And I am seeing that you guys have yourselves been hanging on from a lot of struggles that you have had to face, your own health issues, physically, mentally, emotionally. You know, you guys have experienced burnout throughout your life, but you have kept shining to your best ability. You have not let that flame burn out. And Spirit is saying that just, you know, that they are going to guide you, though. I'm seeing Spirit saying that they are going to guide you as close as this light is to the seed. I'm seeing Spirit saying that they will guide you through this as long as you do your part and keep the flame burning. We will guide you, and you know, we will guide you through this, and it's going to be so beautiful. I love this. And then, so yeah, and then we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, to me, it talks about, it can talk about not wanting to receive a blessing. I feel like, because the number 6 in numerology, for example, represents like hard work, responsibility. It represents someone that is very responsible but also very generous. And I feel like this is also talking about an energy of you trying to take on too much, to try and do it all on your own without asking for help. And Spirit is coming through trying to offer you this help, whether it is in the form of a doctor that will actually listen to you, or the clarity about sort of like what kind of career path you want to lead. And yeah, Spirit's trying to offer you this. And maybe you guys, like I said at the beginning, that feeling of wanting to control this human experience, instead of being in it, we tried, you know, instead of being of it, well, I'm not saying that right, but we try to control the human experience, and sometimes we have to just surrender it and ask Spirit for help, and let ourselves receive. And Spirit is trying to open up your heart today, as you are watching this video, because there's definitely something that you guys have thought about for a long time in terms of your hopes and dreams for the future, and that you know, you guys also probably already do have an idea of how innovative and creative you are with coming up with solutions to problems, and maybe you have not yet put yourself out there to show that to the world and show what you can actually do with that power. Okay, so I think that's really amazing. And yeah, and also many of you guys can connect with the constellation of Andromeda. I'm probably not saying that right, I apologize. But Andromedans are some of my favorite starseeds. I just think that they're so lovely. You guys are so beautiful, and I've been there actually. Like, I've astral traveled to Andromeda, you know, a place where I just see so much blue and purple and violet, and it's just like this, the most compassionate and loving energy, you know. Some of it, you know, obviously, but take some time, you know, spend time reading and doing research on this starseed and information about where you come from, to connect with, you know, your higher self, connect with yourself and why you are here, and, you know, the amazing things that you are here to contribute to this world. So now I'm gonna get your last 2 oracle cards, which is going to be your advice for this reading. Okay, so you have the Bathroom card, and it says flush away all that no longer serves you. So what do you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? Do you need to let go of like a job that isn't working out for you, something that isn't in your highest alignment? Do you need to let go of what you feel like your family would think is best for you? Do you need to let go of, you know, the fear of putting yourself out there? Spirit is telling you that it's time to release those things, so that you can actually you know, be freed and be able to move on, because you are being called to step up and lead. We have the Priestess card. How are you being called to step up and lead? You guys are leaders. You guys are, you know, like I said, you are a starseed. You did come here to, you know, to not only raise the vibrations of this planet, but to create something like tangibly. You guys are going to create something tangible that is going to last for generations. I promise you. That is why you are here. You have something to contribute, and like I said, it has to do with the realm of medicine, prescriptions, healing, and other health issues, okay? Oh wow, that's so beautiful. All right, pile number 1, thank you for joining me for this video. I do hope this did resonate. If so, please feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you are new. I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye. Hey there, group number 2, those of you who chose this Sagittarius, this is going to be your reading. So once again, as I mentioned in the intro, you know, it's not about if you are a Sagittarius, but everyone has all 12 signs falling somewhere in their natal chart. So just have a look at the house that this sign falls in, and you will be able to better understand how to incorporate that into your personal life, okay? Alright guys, so Sagittarius, it says find a new meaning. I apologize for the lighting. Alright, find a new meaning. So let's find out from my cards today, what is your hidden talent? So first of all, I'm going to start by pulling out of my bag of different just different areas of life, different things. Okay, so pile number 2, what is your hidden talent? What is pile number 2's hidden talent, Spirit? Alright. Okay, so we have vehicles, an embodiment of expression such as paint for art, the uterus for creation, cars for transport, techniques, mediumship, and intuition. Oh, okay, so we have fine arts, music, dancing, acting, singing, self-expression, and physical energy movement. Physical energy and movement, engagement in any physical activity. So I'm seeing that you guys are very physically active. Maybe you like to dance, maybe you like to play sports, maybe you like to drive cars. I'm seeing something like this, okay? So maybe some of you guys are artists, maybe you paint, maybe you sing. A lot of energy in this way, okay? And Sagittarius is definitely a passionate sign. It is also about having a vision for the future. So this could be something like, for example, having a vision of being a singer one day. And what I'm seeing here is that you guys definitely have a talent for like your techniques, about how you go about things. Like let's say if you are a singer, there's just something about the way that you sing that's really different from most singers in a way, something that just makes you stand out. And that could be like, for example, I know a specific South Indian singer who smiles every time she hits a certain like note, and it like enhances her voice as she's singing, you know. And some, for others, it's like when it comes to like drawing, you might have a special technique about like your art style. Yeah, about whatever it is that you do, whether it's dancing, driving, seeing that you guys have a unique your technique is very unique, and it's something that makes you stand out. So I'm seeing like in this pile, I'm seeing a little bit of a, you know, some of you guys are going to be likely to enter fame in the far future, near or far future. Okay, so let's see, what is pile number 2's hidden talent? Well, that's appropriate. We have fire. It says ignition. Okay, yeah, ignite your passion. You guys are very passionate, okay? I'm just, like, you guys have so much energy. It's beautiful, though, because I'm seeing, like, it's something that you have, like, enough energy to, like, power a whole crowd of people, you know? It's like that is, like, your talent is the way that you're able to ignite energy and passion in others. Just like it could even be like the way that you laugh, like especially if you guys are like, for example, like a blogger or a content creator, if you like how you express yourself is just like passionate and intense, and it makes other people feel intense, and they're just really drawn to you because of that energy. And it's like whatever you do, whatever you are doing, you put your heart and soul into it, and it's just incredible. And I'm seeing, I'm seeing like that energy inspires a lot of people. So many of you guys are on like going to enter fame later in life if you have not already. And yeah, I'm just seeing like you have the energy to power like a whole crowd of people. Like so many people, they just enjoy observing your art, observing your driving skills, whatever it is that you do, because and some of you guys, like if you are like more like into mechanics, because that's also coming through. I personally don't know a dang thing about mechanics or cars and mechanics, and it's funny because my dad's a mechanic, but you know, it's fine. Anyways, so what is your hidden talent? So we have the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Exactly what I'm saying, and I have not seen any of these cards yet. You guys are very unique, but you're also very multifaceted, meaning that you can do a lot of different things. Like you could probably sing, and you can probably dance, and you could probably paint or draw. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys are very creative, very passionate. Like you have so much energy. You probably can do all of these things in a whole day. Like you could it's awesome. I think that, you know, a lot of people will admire and look up to you for this energy, because not a lot of people have that same energy. And I apologize for my shaking hands. I do get hand tremors, but it's all right. So I just wanted to let you know in case you were wondering. But yeah, I'm seeing that you guys are very courageous as well. Okay, and people love this about you. They see how passionate you are, and we'll have the number 8 on this card, which also tells me that you guys are not just passionate. You're not just like impulsive and, you know, say you're going to do something. I'm seeing you actually having taken the time to really work hard for the things that you have. And, you know, and people see that. They know that it's not just all fun and games for you. They know that there have been really hard and challenging times, and the way that you push through, like it shows how courageous you are, how much you are able to just shine. But I'm seeing here with this let yourself be seen, maybe you guys don't even really realize this, and I'm saying that's why I'm feeling like this is gonna, like, you might enter fame later in life, because of the fact that this could be something that you mostly keep to yourself. Like you probably have a lot of paintings, or you probably have a lot of you know, like songs, or even, you know, like, or however you spend your personal time doing like various creative things that you have in mind. But maybe you haven't necessarily shown it to the world, and people don't, like the majority of people who don't see you right now, like they have no idea that you are just this creative and unique. And I'm saying that, you know, because with this sign of Sagittarius, it's all about, like I said at the beginning, it's all about creating a vision for the future. So Spirit is wanting you to find a new meaning for yourself, in the sense of, how do you want to turn this into something? Like, how do you want to take these talents and gifts and creative abilities that you have, and turn it into something more meaningful in the long term vision kind of thing? Like what could you see yourself doing for the long term? Spirit's asking you that question. So we have this card. It says you are not alone. Isolation, physical connection, and community. I just said that. I was kind of picking up on how you guys might be isolating yourself and keeping these all the passion that you have to yourself. And Spirit wants you to let yourself be seen. Spirit wants the world to see your creative arts and skills, because of how much you are going to inspire other people. Especially, like, for example, like this just came to my mind. I'm getting the image of someone who wanted to lose weight, but they also like just likes to dance, and so they would dance every day, and until, like, they would even like record it or document it, so that they, you know, can see their progress. And I'm seeing them you know, doing it every day until they reach their goals, and also in the process of doing that became a much like more incredible dancer. And it's like that and it's like that kind of person inspires other people to realize that other people have their own gifts that they could use to change their lives, or to you know, to do whatever they're passionate about for like a bigger purpose, if that makes any sense. So that's what just came to my mind. Spirit is saying let yourself be seen, and also that you are not alone. You are not alone, because you are going to find your community of people, and it may be the people that you end up touching through your own arts, your own you know, physical activities. And you are going to meet other people and your community who want to share a certain vision with you, and maybe even create with you. Okay, so you guys have the talent of inspiring people. Like, you inspire people to have more meaning, like to understand like the deeper meaning of their own lives, but to see like how they could use their own gifts for a much bigger purpose. And that's what Spirit is asking you. Like, take some time to ask yourself that, because it's going to come to you. It's like you guys already know it, but it's hidden from you because of maybe feeling isolated, maybe feeling like part of you might feel like, oh, no one would ever really, want to watch what I have, or they probably won't really like my art that much, kind of thing. And it's like that is what's keeping you limited right now. So let's find out more. Some of you guys are probably like really awesome dancers. Like you probably just don't give yourself enough credit, because that's what Spirit is saying to me. So from the tarot, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. We have the Five of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, this is exactly what I'm saying. Like, this is because you are, like, I'm seeing with this Three of Swords in the reverse, this is because, yeah, I'm not saying that you've never experienced any hardship, okay? Because we do have the number 8 on here, which, like I said, talks about it's ruled by Saturn, so it talks about all of the challenges that you have had to face throughout your life, just to keep that flame burning, but just to keep that passion ignited in you. And I'm seeing that you guys have had to let yourself heal. You guys are still having to let yourself heal, and it's more so like this is feeling like unresolved issues from the past. This is saying like, it's because the number 3 represents growth. It's ruled by Jupiter, right? We want to grow, we want to heal from all we've been through, we want to learn the lessons from what we experienced, whether that was you getting ridiculed or bullied, talked down to even as a child. That kind of thing can definitely stop our growth and make us feel like we're not very creative in life. But this is just, I'm feeling that these are old wounds, and Spirit is saying that it's time for you to find a new meaning. Ask yourself what those times meant to you, because maybe you have been feeling like those times were only the only meaning of those times was about you being locked away, was about you having all the things that you wanted locked away because of how you were talked to or treated, and it's like at the time it feels like, oh, it just means that I'm a bad artist, it just means that nobody cares about me, stuff like that, those kind of thoughts that keep you isolated, that keep you from sharing your gifts with the world. And Spirit is asking you to find a new meaning, a new perspective, okay? Because this isn't true. The reality is that when we experience like people that try and talk down to us or make us feel bad about ourselves and our gifts and what we have to share with this world, is because they already feel bad about themselves. They don't know any better than to try to make you feel worse about yourself, because they probably also didn't have that kind of reassurance, and so they just continue to project it onto you. And Spirit is asking you to understand and to have a change of perspective, find a new meaning now, so that you can open up your own gifts. Because the only thing, because now all it's doing is keeping you stressed. There's just so much stressful energy. You guys have been under so much stress about like why you are here, what's your purpose, the meaning to life. How could you ever contribute to this world if you're nothing? You guys are letting yourselves believe this as if you guys don't have any meaning of your own, like you don't have any value, but that's not true. Spirit is saying these are your fears. These are from the traumatic experiences that you have faced, causing you to forget things about yourself, okay? And the number 9 is ruled by Mars, and this is about overcoming challenges. In numerology, number 9 represents the ending of a cycle, and it also represents like I'm hearing like a revolution for humanity, and taking all of the challenges that you have had to face in your life, all the things that you've had to learn, and using that as a cause to fight for something, to inspire people. It's kind of like you know, when we go through a period of being wronged in some area of life, but like for decades and centuries, we have people standing up to it. We have people protesting and saying this isn't right. We want to make a change, inspire people in some way, whether that's you inspiring people like through song, art, or dance, and you know, I'm seeing that sorry, lost my train of thought just now. But yeah, Spirit is saying, like, whether it is through any of those means, you are here to inspire people. But it's like, this is like already your innate talent. Like, you guys are already gifted at doing that. But like I said, mostly what's stopping you stems from like unresolved trauma and wounds from the past. Okay. So next we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Four of Cups. Yeah, it's not easy, and I'm feeling like many of you guys watching this, you know, I'm gonna, like, I don't know, I'm feeling like some of you guys might even click off of it soon, just because of how much I understand, like how much it bubbles up a lot of emotions just listening to someone try to tell you that you are worth something, or that your art is meaningful. And I understand that it's difficult for you to perceive that there is a beautiful future for you. I get that, and I'm seeing here that Spirit is saying that in a way, this hidden talent that you have, it's almost like at this point you're hiding it from yourself. And no, I'm not saying that it's your fault that anyone ever criticized you or made you feel less than, but it's time now to change your perspective, to let yourself heal from whatever this was. It's time to let yourself heal, okay? Because Spirit is letting you know you are not alone. There are, like, you do have a community in this world. Like, you were born here with a purpose, and Spirit also created a team for you, a team of souls to support you during that journey, so that you would never be alone. That's called your soul family. It's called your soul tribe. Okay, so you by you putting yourself out there and letting your heart be open, this is how your soul tribe will be able to find you, you know. But when your heart is closed off because of your fears of being loved or being appreciated, then it's hard for you to even notice your soul tribe. It's hard for you to recognize them, and this is why you do feel so alone. But yeah, this Three of Wands in the reverse is saying that, you know, Spirit is asking you to let yourself have hope again for the future. Let yourself envision, you know, like I said, you know, creating, like, having a vision for the long-term future. Let yourself envision this. Let yourself know that there is going to be an abundant future waiting for you, you know, because there is. And you know, like I said, you guys have a lot of passion, and I feel like this passion that you have is exactly what's hidden from you because of like, say, depression, anxiety, and trauma. And of course, I'm no doctor or therapist, but I understand exactly what you are going through. But what I will say is that as you heal this, and as you understand that this happened for a reason, and that you can understand that you do bring value to the table, that you do have more to offer, you just have to open up yourself to it, you know, and you're going to be able to feel alive again. You're going to feel this calling, like as if like the oceans of this new passion or career is calling to you, and just can't wait to jump on that wave. Don't be afraid, okay? It's going to take you places, and it's going to be abundant. Number 3 is ruled by Jupiter once again, which represents abundance, okay, and prosperity. And I know that's what you want. You want to experience the most out of this, okay? So it's okay to take time to heal. Okay, it's okay if you can't see the blessings right now. Just don't wallow in it forever. Spirit is saying don't wallow in it forever. Let yourself come out of this at some point. Take these bowls of paint, fill them up with paint again. Okay, Spirit's saying take them and fill them up with paint after you've had some time to rest and reflect, and then get to painting again. Paint something beautiful and watch the blessings come to you. All right, that's amazing. So now I'm going to get your last 2 oracle cards, which is going to be your advice. Okay, so listen, we have lottery and it says bet on yourself. Okay, it's like if you could bet on yourself and say, I bet I'm going to be successful in the next 10 years, you absolutely will. Spirit is saying, listen, you've got this. You have something special, something that nobody else has, and only you can do it. And if you let yourself heal, okay, let yourself heal and to open up to the passion that is hidden within you, listen, you're gonna win practically the lottery. Probably, like I said, inspire like crowds of people. Like I want to say hundreds, even like maybe thousands of people will be inspired by you and your unique skill and technique and whatever you do. All right, yeah. And then we have the crumbling. What are you clinging to? What are you clinging on to? So yeah, this is definitely talking about the I feel like what this is talking about, especially, like I said, is that feeling of being isolated, being alone, feeling like you don't have any value, like you're not worth anything. It's not true. You know, you do have to let go of that. Like Spirit is being so blunt right now with me, saying like you just have to let go of that, because if you keep, the longer you keep holding on to that belief, of course you'll never be able to create anything. And Spirit is saying that needs to go. You need to let that crumble, let that belief system fall apart, because it is not serving you. It's not doing you any good. And you know, all it's doing is stopping you from painting that picture of the future and the life that you want. And Spirit says it's time for you to bet on yourself and know that you are going to be freaking successful in life. Okay, all right guys, thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope it did resonate. If so, please feel free to leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye. Hey there, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So if you chose the sign of Virgo, this is going to be your reading. And once again, guys, it doesn't matter if you are a Virgo. Everyone has all 12 signs somewhere in your natal chart. So just find out which house Virgo falls in, and it will help you to incorporate the meaning of this sign into your personal life. Okay? All right, guys. So this card says harvest the crop. Okay. So what are your talents? First of all, I'm going to start by shuffling from my bag of stuff. So basically, I just have some like papers with like different areas of life written on here. All right, it's so pretty. It's so shiny. Ooh, you guys are probably shining a lot recently. Okay, so it was not shining like this for pile 1 or 2. So yeah, what is pile number 3's hidden talent? Pile number 3's hidden talent, please. Ooh, okay. I meant to grab only 3, but we got 4 for you. Okay, so you're special. I'm just kidding. So I have spirituality, meditation, prana, stillness, and peacefulness. Beautiful. Ooh, psychic ability, paranormal experiences, and unexplained phenomena. Okay. Children, recreation, pregnancy and child development. Hang on, we'll find out about that one. Resources, assets, materials that you own, and fashion. Okay, so we got quite a few different things here. Well, I'm seeing a heavy emphasis on the psychic ability, meditation. I'm seeing you guys have put a lot of work. Like, I'm seeing you guys have put in a lot of work on yourself, especially in terms of like meditating. Because that energy of peacefulness does not just come to you. Like, we do not just, in this world, no, you don't just feel peaceful. I'm feeling like you guys have actually done a lot of work on yourself. You guys have meditated and tried to compassionately understand your own shadows, your own things that you needed to work through, and to kind of like, you know, get rid of all the weeds that were ruining your garden, kind of thing. Okay, and I'm seeing that some of you guys might have children or are expecting children, and However, this also has to do with like like child development and the like pregnancy, children. Like this is all a symbol of our youth, that, and also that inner peacefulness that we do have by nature, that innocence, that you know, it's about nurturing yourself and allowing yourself to have a good life. Because especially like, let's say I'm getting like some specific messages, and we haven't even looked at your cards yet, but you know, it's like we have our parents for like the first several years of our lives, right? Everyone's situation is unique, but at the time that we become adults and we have to take care of ourselves, you may or may not still have some trauma or baggage from your earlier years, and you know, lack of confidence in yourself, you know, feelings of doubt or betrayal, abandonment, or anything like that, right? And those things can stop us from going after our dreams in life. It can stop us from you know, like knowing what we want for ourselves. And it's like, this is where it becomes our own responsibility to treat our own selves as a child, despite the fact that we're adults, right? Because we're basically parenting ourselves, or your own children also, right? And you have to teach yourself, or you have to, like I said, nurture yourself and give yourself the chance to have a good experience in life. Okay, so that's deep. I'm seeing you guys have put in a lot of work on yourselves, and I think that's amazing, because Virgo is definitely a sign of, you know, taking care of your health, taking care of your own needs, and also the needs of others. So that's beautiful. What is your hidden talent, number 3? You guys have magic right off the bat, and we have alchemy, and this is number 43. So yeah, right off the bat, you guys are magical, and I'm just going to read the message for this card, see what it says at the top. We're not going to read it yet. Hold on just a second. There is magic to be found everywhere if you look for it. You are the magic. Magic is not a miracle, although it can sometimes feel like that. Doubt kills more dreams than failure. That's what I just said, isn't it? Like, I just literally just said, like, when we have doubt, it stops us from going after what we want in life. Anyways, have faith in your ability. Weave together all the disparate pieces. Okay, ooh. Yeah, and we were talking about, like, psychic experiences, as well as, like, paranormal, like, psychic ability, paranormal experiences. So I'm feeling like a lot of you guys have, even, like, over the course of your life, had many paranormal experiences. That can represent from just, like, some really deep and heavy stuff from, like you know, even, like, related to trauma. But I'm also saying, like, you know, maybe you have encountered, like, ghosts. You've talked to dead people. You know, maybe you have, you know, found yourself having an out-of-body experience, and you were like, what the heck? Or you lucid dream all the time. And this, like, has always been highlighting your special ability. And I'm seeing, like, many of you guys have, like, dived deep into this. Like, maybe you've done a whole bunch of research, okay, and you have learned so many things. You have spent like this is fascinating, because yeah, like the number 43, so we have Uranus and Jupiter, but then also the number 7, which is ruled by Neptune. And the number 7 also talks about like in-depth research and spirituality, and, you know, wanting to understand the meaning of life, and being able to integrate, like, the way that we intellectualize things versus, like, our spiritual awareness of things. And yeah, and the number 4 represents the natural order of things as well, so it represents, like, structure and stability. And alchemy is all about, like, understanding how to merge different energies and chemicals to create something. Okay, so you guys are actually very gifted at using magic, and you probably have not realized it. Maybe it seemed, because, like, a lot of the times when we're having, like, these paranormal phenomena, it feels like it's happening to us. But what Spirit is saying to me about you guys is that you didn't even realize that you had this ability already. You guys probably don't recognize, like, you probably don't even always remember, like, when you go to sleep, your like your higher 5D self is, like, traveling dimensions and, like, gaining all kinds of information. Like, it's like this part of yourself that's just, like, super curious about what's out there, like different galaxies, different universes, star systems, and habitable planets, and what life is like over there. And I think that's amazing. I honestly I love that kind of, I think like that a lot as well. And I'm seeing that yeah, you guys are very magical, and you like, this is hidden from you. This is, like I said, I feel like this has been hidden from you because of like stuff you've been through, but we're going to dive deeper into it, okay? So pile number 3, what is your hidden talent? You're not going to believe this, okay? You might believe it, but portal. We have portal. Okay, I was just saying, I kind of like, I didn't say the word portal, but I was basically picking up on that. Okay, it says doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. Oh gosh, this is awesome. You guys are like really powerful. Like, you're able to open portals to like other worlds, and like, even like I'm seeing, like, especially like when you're dreaming, and you also open portals in this world, and that's why you have been seeing other like phenomena and stuff around you, like you know, like water. Like, I once had the weirdest experience in my own home. Like, I live alone, and like I came home one day to, like, it looked like someone had filled up a bucket of like water and poured it on the floor. Like, it had splashed in one area, but it did not come from like a link under a sink anywhere in my house. It wasn't coming from like the floorboards, and it was so weird. And so yeah, like, I mean, you could probably have had like similar like random unexplainable unexplained phenomenon, like I just said. And it's because of this ability that you have to connect and walk through different portals, whether that's like in your sleep, or and also like when you are awake too, whether you consciously realize it or not. So dang, that's badass. I mean, that's really cool. So then, wow. So then we have Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay, that's fascinating. Yeah, it's important for you to stay grounded, because especially when you're, you know, you have this energy, this ability to tap into like different portals. I apologize, I wish that I could make the lighting better, but I can't right now, in due time. But it's important for you to stay grounded, because basically what I'm seeing is that you have this ability, but it can also stop you from like, it can also cause you to lose time in the present. And that's basically where I'm seeing like this comes from, about you being able to like nurture your own inner child, like yourself, to have a good life. I'm seeing like you have put on a lot of hard work into healing yourselves. And I'm also seeing that like you have discovered a lot of various resources about like your spirituality. And in some way, like, you guys have been getting so lost in this energy that you have been losing touch with reality a little bit. Okay, that's the message that's coming through from Spirit. And yeah, let me see if there's anything else from this card. Hold on. So it says, you are an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in your unique way. You've likely been incarnating on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We are at a tipping point now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you will be. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor onto this planet. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more love you'll anchor on this planet. Yeah. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seated here. You may be called to be in different places in the world to anchor this light. Yeah, I was kind of getting that. Perhaps by taking a trip or living in a certain location. You may also find yourself experiencing awakening symptoms. The more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth's energy will become, and the less reactive humanity will be. You're here for a double mission, to grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective that's bringing about a shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in the world but not of it, and lead a truly glorious life. Okay, yeah, that's beautiful. And I do believe that this magic card said that you have, like, you know, you decide like how you want to use your, like, literally it's up to you at this point, because like you have this ability, you have so many, like I you have a very strong ability to travel like through portals, and portals can also be like you opening doors, like literally anything you want. If that was like you wanting, like, I feel like I want to move to another country now, I'm gonna open a portal that like creates the path for me to get there. Like, you literally can do that. You literally just have to say it to yourself, like excuse me, like that is the like you guys have a very powerful ability to do that. Okay, you guys are like, you're definitely star seeds, but you're travelers. Like I'm saying, you guys are like, you guys travel to like not only different portals, but like you're probably also here to travel to different countries, maybe to teach people and share your resources, because yeah, you did get this about like having different, yeah, your resources and stuff. Yeah, you guys have a lot of unique resources. Like this is what you're talented at finding this stuff. You're talented of like engaging in it and understanding how it works, and Spirit is urging you to go and share that. Okay, share it with the world. So from the tarot, you guys have the Page of Wands in the reverse. You have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. And you have the King of Wands in the reverse. So yeah, all Wands cards, which is fascinating. And I'm already getting a message here. Like I was kind of feeling like as I was telling you to share this with the world, like I'm feeling like a part of you doesn't want to do that with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, because I feel like kind of like what I'm hearing is that it would take the fun out of it. But the thing is, yeah, like it's when you're, you know, part of having a mission and a purpose, it's not always going to be fun. It is going to require some hard work and efforts also. And but yeah, like the number 7, like I said, is about getting lost sometimes in our own world. And I'm seeing that you guys have been maybe protecting yourself because of like what you've been through. I feel like many of you guys have come from like maybe a turbulent home or childhood, and a part of you feels like this experience, this world of imagination is solely for your own inner child to explore. But I'm just kind of getting a very I want to say almost even authoritative message from Spirit saying like, you know, it's time. I don't want to say like it's time to grow up even. Like that's kind of what just came to my mind, because it's like you guys are meant to step into like this role of leadership, okay? But it's hard to take responsibility for things if we are acting from a lower vibration of this Page of Wands energy in the reverse. So, you know, a very select few of you guys might have been just, you know, maybe a select few of you guys have been you know, struggling with like an addiction, whether that is to just not doing anything about like your vision, or it could be like getting lost in the comfort of where you are right now, because yeah, I'm just like seeing this, like I'm seeing a strong stubbornness to not want to explore your creativity in a way where it can actually become something that inspires others. I'm feeling like a lot of you guys trying to keep this to yourself, but Spirit is asking you to open up and to share, because this is like this card says, you are a star keeper. Like you came here, like yeah, you were born with this amazing gift and you have all these resources, but you didn't just like, you weren't just incarnated here to experience it all to yourself, if that makes sense. Spirit wants you to share this as well. So next we have the Queen of Cups. Okay, beautiful. Ooh, we have the Two of Cups. All right. And we have the Hermit card in the reverse. Okay, yeah, I am seeing the message here. So this is about sharing your light. Okay, like I'm seeing like a lot of passionate energies here initially, You know, like initially there's just like so much passion, so much fire energy, drive and intensity, but then it's like but where do you come to a point where you feel like you can just come and sit with someone and be vulnerable with them, and tell them how it all makes you feel? You know, and I'm seeing here that I'm hearing like the more that you allow yourself to like love yourself and to be receptive of love, you are going to like, no, I'm getting like two messages. First of all, you are going to attract a love into your life, someone that loves you for like your intuition, like someone that is especially drawn to you because of the fact that you are powerfully intuitive, but the fact that you also use that as a way to share with others and help them meet their needs is something that makes you beautiful and also makes you lovable. It's not the only thing that makes you lovable, but it's very significant, and it's going to, and Spirit's asking you to open up your heart so that you can join hands with not only like your soulmate, but also with other people and share what you have, because did we have pregnancy, child development? Yeah, it's like, you know, when you have children, think about it. When you do have children, you don't want to be in this this energy of like, no, I don't have time for creativity today for you. Like, I might get lost in my own world, but, you know, I don't want to help you explore your imagination kind of thing. Some, you know, unfortunately, there are a lot of children. Now, I'm not saying that parents are this way intentionally all the time. Sometimes they don't even realize that that's how they're impacting this child. But a lot of children go without being able to develop their own psychic gifts and abilities, and are made to feel that they're just, you know, crazy or whatever. And you know, it's like, it's important to spend time with children, but also like to help them develop their creativity, but also to guide them, you know, to help them understand like the purpose of it, to understand the purpose of using like these gifts and these resources. Okay, so you are a star keeper here to teach people more about that. And with this Hermit card in the reverse, I think that there's this saying that you guys are going to be going into a period of deep introspection and taking time to really think about where you have been and what you have been doing with your life, and maybe trying to understand or figure out what needs to be worked on now, compared to what you have already worked on. Because of course there's always more. We are constantly learning and growing. This is an internal process, and it's what makes life worth living, you know. And I'm seeing here that with this Two of Cups and the the Hermit card in the reverse, I'm seeing that you guys you're going to come to a realization of how you have also been cutting yourself off from finding connections with people because of, you know, maybe you have been getting super lost in your own world for quite some time. You may have been isolating yourself a bit, not really sharing the gifts that you do have, and yeah, Spirit is asking you to come out of the cave a little bit, so that you can, you know, practice coming into a place of like peace and stillness with yourself, but also with others. Allow your heart to open so you can share all the insight and wisdom that you have learned with others as well. So now we're going to close out this reading with your last two oracle cards, and this is your advice from Spirit. Okay, so yeah, we have the first advice card that we have is the Dog Spirit, and it says, be your own best friend. Okay, this is what we were talking about from the beginning. As I give the example of, as we grow into adults, it becomes now our responsibility to nurture our own inner child, to help us have a good life, right? To encourage ourselves, to have a vision, to nurture ourselves, to help ourselves overcome anything. And Spirit is talking to you right now and telling you to continue practicing that. Practice being your own best friend, and don't spend so much time trying to escape this reality, because, you know, you were brought here to have a good life, as well as to, you know, fulfill your mission as a star keeper, but also, you know, be your own best friend. Be that best friend that encourages you, that best friend that listens to your ideas and really wants to hear what you have to say, that appreciates everything that you do. There's this Tamil song that I came across recently, and it's called My Sweet Solitude. It's in Tamil, so I'll put it in the description if you ever want to hear that song. But yeah, it's really beautiful because it's like in the song it says, no matter what I'm going through, at the end of like you're always there in my sweet solitude. You never leave my side. You're always there. And it's like, yeah, that's what I'm getting, especially about this energy of meditation. You learning about more about yourself through your solitude, but also you know, understanding like what you are here to get out of what you have learned, like, and how you can like actually put that to good use as well. Okay, so yeah, and then we have the protection card, and it says call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Yeah, so I'm feeling like this, yeah, for those of you that came from like a chaotic childhood or upbringing, you know, maybe just in general like a past where, you know, you should have had your needs met. You should have had someone that encouraged you and you didn't, and you know, energetically you might even still be attached to them, and it's hard, you know. And I'm gonna say this message now because I know there's gonna be some people that say things like, you know, especially like for example if it's like your parents, some people feel as though like it's your parents, you can't just like cut them off, or you can't, you know, separate yourself from them. But sometimes you have to. Sometimes you do have to accept that they were not supporting you energetically. Sometimes you have to cut the cords and call back your power, because it's kind of like, you know, let's say if you grew up with a parent that never ever acknowledged your creativity or made you feel bad about it, and now you're an adult and you have no idea what it feels like to be appreciated for your creativity and your gifts, right? Your abilities. And basically that can hold you back, you know. It's hard. Sometimes we feel like like I said, sometimes we feel like we have to keep certain people around in our lives because of whatever significance they have in society. But you know, and sometimes it's not all, this isn't always about like actually cutting people out of your life and never speaking to them again, but it's also about taking back your power, coming back and showing them who should have been there for you, what you are doing for yourself, and what you are going to do for your future children. Alright guys, so that is your reading. I do hope this did resonate. If so, please leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts. Feel free to like this video and subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Bye. Alright, hello to those who chose pile number 4. You picked Aries, okay, and once again, it doesn't matter if you are an Aries, everybody has all 12 zodiac signs somewhere in their natal chart, so make sure you find out where Aries falls in your houses, and that will help you to incorporate the meaning of this sign in your personal life, okay? So this card says, employ pioneering spirit. Beautiful. So yeah, this is like a sign from spirit to go ahead and take action on what it is that you want at this time. At the time that you're watching this video, it is time for you to go ahead and start embarking on this new adventure, a new beginning. Okay. So what is it? What is your hidden talent? So first of all, we're going to start with my bag of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to just pull out a few of just different pieces of paper with like different areas of life written on them. So we'll find out what is your hidden talent. Number 4. Number 4's hidden talent, please, Spirit. Number 4's hidden talent. Okay. Okay, so we have physical energy and movement. Engagement in any physical activity. Yeah, I'm feeling like you guys are like you probably like to dance, maybe run, jump. Endings. Okay, so then we have endings, saying goodbye, cutting ties, completion of projects. Oof, damn, I just got some like real savage energy just now. But yeah. And then we also have personal power. Oof. Your endeavors, which you seem, your endeavors, which you gain more or lose more. Manifestation, and also your magic wand. So wow, you guys are very powerful. You're a manifester, but I'm seeing like you guys are not afraid to cut people out of your life. You are not afraid to walk away from situations that are not serving you, and you're going to continue moving on up, and I think that's awesome. I feel like you guys have dealt with a lot of competition, a lot of people maybe saying something bad about you because of the fact that you are like on your way to success, moving up, you know, you're gaining more, getting promoted, stuff like that, and people get intimidated, and you have to you end up having to step back, step away, and to say goodbye sometimes. And I'm just hearing like you have to reclaim your power and stay focused on your own projects. And I think that's kind of harsh for some. I think some people can't handle the people that know that they are intimidated by other people, or even by you. People who are intimidated by you can't handle hearing that, because you are moving on without them and they can't stop you. So yeah, Spirit's highly recognizing that ability of yours, and I think that is very savage. You guys are savage, okay? Alright, so what is your hidden talent? Alright, we are on point today. So your first oracle card is Storms, and it says cleansing. I apologize if my hands are like shaky a little bit. I do get hand tremors, but I'm fine. Everything is fine. Okay, so we have the number 23 on here. So that's ruled by the moon and Jupiter, and then also adds up to 5, which is ruled by Mercury. So you guys have a lot to say. Excuse me, sorry. You guys are not afraid of speaking your mind. You guys are not afraid of expressing your feelings, and you expect to be heard. I'm just feeling like when you do come out and you say, hey, no, the way that made me feel, or how that affected me, like, I just want to let you know that it was really messed up. Like, I'm just feeling like you guys are not afraid to put that out there. You will put out whatever needs to be said. And then excuse me, you allow yourself to be cleansed, especially like from like turbulent experiences. You let yourself be, you know, washed away from those chaotic experiences of situations just suddenly striking you as if you did something to deserve it. You know what I mean? So like the fact that you don't let yourself get permanently damaged by this kind of thing, and you let yourself process the way that it made you feel and then move on, is something that Spirit is really acknowledging as your hidden talent. Okay. And yeah, so this number 3 representing Jupiter, like I said, is about growth. And I'm seeing that especially because, like I said, about you being able to let yourself be cleansed and to move forward. You guys keep leveling up. Okay, you guys continuously become more abundant and prosperous by the universe because of your ability to let go and to surrender with the process, and letting yourself be transformed is what I'm seeing. And also being willing to speak your mind, being honest and clear in your communication is also part of your talent. Spirit feels like you have a very strong, very powerful voice. When you speak, you also like strike people. Like, people feel it very, very personally, very like it hits people really hard when you say what you need to say. It hits people, they hear you, they take it to heart. It is deeply felt, especially like if you are ever wondering, like if you have said something to someone, if you're wondering if it really, if that person, if what you said really hit that person, definitely. So yeah, that's really intense. So yeah, and then let's see what else we got here. So what is your hidden talent? Yeah, okay, so we have Messenger, Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. Okay, so many of you guys are Syrian starseeds, or you have Syrian ancestors and supporters around you. Okay, and I'm saying this, yeah, balance and harmony. This is like you guys, and also like this Messenger is fascinating because, like I said, with the energy of Mercury coming in this reading already, I feel like you guys definitely have a lot to say, and what you have to say as well could be used to teach other people as well, because yeah, we have the energy of Jupiter in this reading, which can represent being a teacher and sharing your knowledge and your insight, and that could come from you guys sharing your insight about what it means, like what it's like for you guys to have to cut people out of your life, how to walk away and let go and surrender to God, kind of thing. Okay, and continuing focusing on your own goals moving forward because you have this personal power. Okay, so you guys are a messenger. Spirit is letting you know that this is your hidden talent. You probably don't realize how much your voice matters to this world, but it actually is a very, like, this is actually very significant, and it has a huge influence on, as far as why you were incarnated on this earth, especially as a star seed and a light worker. Okay, so that's really powerful, really, really significant. Spirit wants you to remember this, that your voice does matter way more than you probably realize. You have a lot to say and a lot to teach people about life and about this world, okay? And I just noticed too on this card, she has like her throat chakra highlighted, like, not highlighted, but it's like being shined on by the sun. I don't know if you can see that. Like, it's just so cool. But yeah, you guys have a very, very divine voice and like powerful speaking voice. So yeah, next we have You've Got the Love by why can't I speak English? Okay, so you got the love, Hadrian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Oh, oof. Yeah, okay, so this is intense. So like I'm saying, like, this energy coming through, this is saying like you guys have worked through a lot of your own stuff. Like I feel like your ability to cut people out of your life is not like you never have had any attachment issues of your own and stuff like that. Like, you understand that, and you understand why it was holding you back, and this is why you would always reclaim your power. And you understand that you guys have very strong boundaries. I'm seeing that you guys have learned to give yourself the love that you were seeking outside of yourself, and this is why you're able to move on from people and to stay active and to stay engaged in whatever you are focused on. Because you guys have this energy of moving up really fast, like especially with this Aries energy. Like I said, find out where you have Aries in your chart to help you understand your personal situation. But like you guys are always, like, you guys are moving up really fast, and especially when it comes to like your personal projects, whatever you are working on right now, whatever you are going to be sharing with the world, it's going to be really significant. It's going to be part of what you have to share with this world, and many of you do know that, but I feel like you guys didn't realize how powerful your voice is. Like, it's not even just like, wow, like I felt that, like I relate to that deeply. It's more like you guys actually change the frequency of a person's mind. You actually cause them to completely like, you cause this huge awakening in people. You awaken them, you shock them, you cause them to feel certain emotions they didn't even know that they could feel. People might start bawling and crying in front of you, and you probably only said like a few words, and you're just like, why is this person crying at me just now? All I did was ask if they wanted like the last of my pie or something, and it just really touched them. But it's like, this is why your voice is very significant, okay? And so yeah, and it's like the love that you have learned to give yourself has helped you to have strong boundaries, to not let yourself get distracted by people who just have all the drama and competition, or don't want you to succeed in life, because that's also the energy coming through. Okay, so now have a look at your tarot. So the first tarot we have is the Page of Pentacles. Beautiful. Okay, and then we have the Magician in the reverse, and we have the Two of Swords. All right. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles, once again, this talks about like embarking on like our projects, right? Having something that you are working towards. Okay, you guys have been trying to manifest something, I'm seeing, and I'm seeing that you guys have also been very graceful with yourself, despite maybe your lack of experience, because I know that's usually the thing that stops people when we're at the page. We're just like, you know what, I can't do this, I give up, kind of thing. That's when, that's where the page is always at. And then, as we progress, if we grow out of the page into the knight, then we know that we can accomplish anything. The knights, they go to war knowing, with the intention to win a battle of any kind. Okay, so but with this Page of Pentacles, you guys are still in the developing phase of what it is that you are trying to create. So it's going to require you to continue being graceful with yourself and letting yourself learn more about what it is that you can do, because as you continue working on this, you're actually continuously discovering more about your own personal skills, abilities, talents, and stuff like that. Okay, and so with the Magician in the reverse, this does talk about feeling afraid to shine, show the world who you are and what you can do. Because I think we had one on here that talked about your magic wand. Yeah, manifestation and your magic wand. So we did say that at the beginning, and we have the Magician here. So yeah, this is saying like you guys do have something that you want to manifest in this world, but you are afraid to shine. Number 1 is ruled by the sun, and it's about your personal power. It's about the light you bring into this world. And I'm seeing that you guys have been working on your confidence, and I am saying, like, for the most part, that is the one thing that you need to work on, is your confidence in yourself, because you are already a manifester. And so, and it's hard to come into that energy. Even like, it's like, even when you're this Page of Pentacles, if you are this Magician in the reverse, it's kind of like when you go to a job and you do your job pretty well, but you have this energy of like not really trying to become more for yourself or to move up. You just kind of stay in the background, or like you don't let yourself level up. You know, it doesn't look good. And you know, it makes people feel like you don't really want what you are trying to go after. And the universe is coming in to let you know that you have what it takes, and that you deserve to look forward to what it is that you want to manifest. And so, like, at the time that you do put yourself out there, when you move from a page to a knight to a king or queen, you are going to shine, and you're like, people are going to see you, and they're going to see how much you have, like how hard you have worked to get to wherever you're going. Okay, so just know that, and know that it's just because you're a page at this time doesn't mean that your manifestation is not going to come through. You just need to continue to stick to it. Yeah, this Two of Swords came out over the boundaries card. So I do feel like, yeah, you guys have strong boundaries. You don't let yourself get you don't let yourself get lost in all the drama and things around you. But I feel like the Two of Swords, like, well, so the number 2 in numerology also is ruled by the moon, so it represents understanding our emotions and also those of others. Sometimes I do feel like you might be a little bit too closed off from people. Maybe like at times your boundaries might be a little bit too strong, in the sense that you are kind of turning away from your own potential. And you know, it's like, it's almost as if you're not even willing to hear your own opinion, or your own, you know, you're not even willing to see your own I wanted to say, like, elevation to fame, even for some of you, but just like where you'll be in the future. You know, like, imagine yourself at your best. You know, if you could have anything, let yourself be open to thinking in that way. I feel like that might be the only thing stopping you at this time, because I do see that you guys have been working hard, but you've been struggling with feeling like you can manifest this also. And of course, you know, this could have to do with, you know, I mean, this Hadrian card, and I'm not saying like you guys don't struggle with feelings of, you know, abandonment just because you have learned to have boundaries. We're all still human, and I'm feeling like that maybe more recently you might have struggled with some energies of codependency without realizing it, in the sense that maybe you were not fully encouraging your own self to become something great, and maybe you have been kind of just hoping for it to happen instead of, you know, really believing in yourself. I think that's where that energy is coming from, as well. So next we have the Six of Cups. Beautiful. And we have the Two of Wands. Amazing. And then we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So yeah, I feel like that's definitely like what I was seeing here. Okay, so with the Six of Cups, you know, this talks about like reconciling with like your inner child, and like, let's say like your dreams when you were a child and you had this dream for the future, and you were like, when I grow up, I want to be like, you know, I want to be this. And you know, that youthful feeling of hope and inspiration and dreaming of the future. This is about reconnecting with that. Okay, so definitely Spirit wants you to take some time to ask yourself what it is that you always dreamed of when you were a child, and how can you make that vision a reality? How can you actually manifest that? And don't tell yourself, oh, I was just childish then, or that was just a childish vision, I would never become a singer, you know, like no one would ever listen to me. Don't tell yourself that kind of thing. You know, that's the message that Spirit is saying. You can, you know, you can make that childhood dream a reality. And yeah, you have the power to manifest that with the Two of Wands. You just have to ask yourself what it is that you want. Ask yourself, what is it that you've always dreamed of for the future? How can you get there? How can you manifest that into reality? It's possible. The world is full of limitless possibilities. You can have anything you want if you truly put your mind to it. Okay, and Spirit is telling you this, that this childhood dream, whatever your childhood dreams were, reconnect with that inner child and ask yourself, because you can manifest that. You know, you might still be this Page of Pentacles right now, but you do have the ability to you know, the potential to manifest way more, you know, if you really want it. You can manifest so much more. You can manifest anything you want in this lifetime. Ask yourself what it is that you want, because yeah, I'm seeing with this King of Pentacles in the reverse, a lot of you guys have been putting like a lot of pressure on yourself to become this King of Pentacles. Like, for all you know, you might end up becoming a Queen of Pentacles, but the thing is, it's like you don't have to push yourself so hard to become that. We don't just jump from the Page to the King of Pentacles. It is a process that happens over time, but I'm seeing, like, you know, this is also where you want to be. Many of you want to be this King of Pentacles, and you may and you can, you know, become the King of Pentacles, or you know, but as you grow and learn more about yourself, you know, it's kind of like you never know exactly what it's going to be. So it's like, it's important to not have a specific outcome in your mind the whole time. Know that Spirit is going to be there to help you manifest, but like, be open to how you get there. Okay, because this King of Pentacles in the reverse can represent someone that's like super materialistic, super focused on their money. It's like, oh, I'm not satisfied because I don't have enough money, I'm not making, you know, and Spirit doesn't want you to end up in that kind of mindset. Spirit doesn't want you to end up as like this rigid old man that's just worried about how well business is going all the time. You know, Spirit wants you to be able to enjoy the journey, to enjoy all of the life experiences that you have when you get there, even from like a childlike perception even, you know, because it's like, as we grow, you want to enjoy it, right? You want to become you know, a master at what you do, but you want to love what you're doing. You don't want to do it just because you feel obligated or because someone else is pressuring you to do it. You want to do it because you want to, because you have goals and there's somewhere you want to be, but that you also want to enjoy the process and to enjoy your life as you get there. So that's beautiful. And now I'm going to close out your reading with your last two oracle cards. Okay, so your first oracle card is the Animal card, and it says, embrace your wild side. Yeah. I feel like this is just like saying, Spirit, get out there, go have an adventure, like let yourself explore what's out there, but also like ask yourself like what your inner child wants. Like, what are your dreams? What is it that you, like, if you could do anything, like what is it that you would want to do? Let yourself be put out there. Don't think too hard about your reputation, because then it takes out all the fun, right? You feel like you're just being bossed around all the time, and it's like, it's just you bossing yourself around is what Spirit is saying. So embrace your wild side, but let yourself like enjoy it, like let yourself be free and understand, like, you don't have to control the outcome. You don't have to know exactly how you're going to get there, or like whether you're going to be a king or queen. You might become either or even both, who knows. But you know, let yourself enjoy the journey, because it's like your manifestation is going to get here, you know, if you let yourself envision all the possibilities for yourself. But don't let yourself get too caught up on being stuck on like a certain outcome. and things like that. But once again, your hidden talent has to do with like your powerful voice, your ability to impact other people when you're speaking and sharing your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas. Okay, so like I am seeing like you guys have a lot of different projects that you might have been working on, a lot of things you want to manifest. And trust me that this talent is hidden because it comes out when you have to separate yourself from people, and you level up and become more powerful. But then maybe over time you start struggling with this Hadrian energy because of the amount of lack of support that you have gotten throughout your life. And that's why it's saying like, you know, you have learned to have your boundaries strong and to give that love to yourself, because there are a lot of people out there that don't love you. So but that's why this has been hidden from you, because of the you know, those circumstances. But Spirit wants you to be aware of how this is your hidden talent and how you can use it to empower you and to get you places in life. Okay, so your final advice card from Spirit is the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits, and Soul Tribe. Yeah, guys, it's all coming together. You guys are getting like a lot of clear downloads recently. Maybe you have been noticing this, but maybe you have also been like struggling to believe it, I feel like, because of so much maybe that you have lost recently is what I'm hearing. But you don't fully see where this is headed, but it's actually like you're like, this is actually set in stone for you is what I'm hearing. Like it's already set in motion is what I'm hearing. This is already set in motion, like this, the energy that where you are going to have that clarity about what it is that you want to teach, maybe, or what it is that you want to focus on manifesting for yourself. And as you have this clarity and awareness of what your manifestation is going to be, you are also going to continuously come around your true soul tribe and the people that you don't need to cut out of your life, because they support you, because they love you. Okay, so yeah, I'm feeling like a lot of saying goodbyes here for this pile. You guys have had to lose a lot of people, and sometimes it just makes you feel like, what's the point if you don't have people around you that are loving and supporting you? It's hard to focus on a purpose here for this world when you feel like you are all alone. But yeah, I'm seeing that this is it's all coming together. And also you guys can take time to connect with your Syrian and Hadrian starseed ancestors. Maybe like find some videos or research online about these star systems and what that means. Connect to them, because it will tell you so much more about yourself, where you come from, where your soul originates from. Okay, and it will help you to stay focused on manifesting what it is that you want to create in this lifetime. Okay, all right guys, thank you so much for joining me for this reading. It was very beautiful. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts about this reading, what you think about these videos. And if you are new, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye.